How many people have been thinking about making a change? All right, well, that's also good. That's a step. And for those people that have not made a change yet, can I get an idea of what is, preventing that from happening? Does anyone have anything that would make me understand or us understand why there are no changes? Is there something preventing that from happening? No? Expenses, you say? Well, the medical bills are going to be much more expensive. But, the more we work hard towards increasing our demand, then there will be more supply and it will be cheaper. And it doesn't happen overnight, but it's worth it. So the first thing we spoke about were GMO foods and ingredients. And then we spoke about cooking oils so far, artificial sweeteners, and artificial dyes and colors. This is a brief overview of what we have learned. So what's really in our food? Remember we went over these ingredients? How many of us have started reading ingredients? Great. So who can tell me what is the harm of GMO foods? I have a microphone right here. Brother Mustafa has it. Does someone tell me? Brother Sanhaji, since you have the microphone, tell us. Someone's got to tell me, why are GMO foods harmful? Well, exactly, the pesticides, they're genetically modified. They're not as much nutrients as in the real food. How about Monsanto? Who remembers who Monsanto is? Brother Pasha, who's Monsanto? They're the #1 producer of GMO crops in America. Which, by the way, in the Monsanto main office, in the corporate offices, they quarantine only organic food, which means there's no chance of GMO getting into their food supply at lunch, breakfast, or dinner. And when they were asked about that, they said, oh, well, that's just our choice, because our other facilities, we have plenty of GMO food. So that just tells you how they feel about what they're producing. It's all about money. Why is it important to choose organic food? Who can give some feedback on that? I'm sorry? More what? It's healthier, but why? It has much less pesticides. It's not genetically modified. Sandy? Okay. Right, not artificial. Okay, how about vegetable oils? Can someone tell me which are some of the good oils that we should be using? Avocado? Coconut oil? Almond oil? Olive oil is another one. How about some of the bad oils? All right, well, that's the most important people back there because they do most of the cooking. So oils to avoid: canola, corn oil, these are all GMO'd, bleached, horrifically processed to death, killing us. Then we have hydrogenated oils. Brother Mustafa, remember hydrogenated oil? Do we still have that coffee creamer in a powder? We still use it? At least he's being honest. Okay, how many people use that coffee creamer? You do? I have to make dua for you, inshallah. That's really harmful. Why? Why are the hydrogenated oils one of the worst oils that you can put inside of your body? Sandy? Yes, it's solid. Actually, we have a doctor here. She's a cardiologist. Can I put you on the spot? So what does it do to our arteries? Well, we're going to give you the microphone, if you don't mind.
It promotes inflammation to the vessels, the arteries, so they tend to harden, and then you get sticky stuff growing on there, and then they get narrower. So it promotes heart disease, basically.
Yes, it promotes heart disease, and then that increases your chances of having a heart attack by a great deal. And who knows, you know, if you come out of that heart attack or not. It's just not worth eating that or using it in anything. There are much, much better alternatives that taste a lot better as well. How about these artificial sweeteners? Would you say this, are you aware more of the sweeteners now that you see them, or in the packaging, even in gums? Aspartame. That is another harmful neurotoxic chemical. Can somebody tell me some alternative sweeteners that we can use?
Honey.
Honey. What kind of honey? Raw and unfiltered honey. What else? Stevia is good. What else? Coconut palm sugar they have now. Actually, coconut palm sugar tastes really good in coffee, but I like honey. What else do we have? We can sweeten our food with. We can even use sugar, but we shouldn't use it that much. We should have a limit. Organic cane sugar, yes, but that we have a limit as well. Okay, so artificial dyes and colors is another thing we went over last time, which is very, very harmful to our children especially. We see a lot of these ADHD, we see a lot of Alzheimer's going on. Remember when we had mentioned that the ingredients here are different than the ingredients in the UK, but it's the same product? So now they are actually trying to do what they are doing in the UK here. So it takes time though. They are trying to match the same ingredients with healthier ingredients and taking out all of the chemicals, but they're doing it little by little. Why? Because, of course, it costs them a lot of money. So the Grocery Manufacturers Association have members like Pepsi, Kraft, and General Mills. They have switched to natural colorings in their products in the UK, but for the most part, they're still not doing it here. Actually, General Mills just bought Annie's Organics, which makes macaroni and cheese. They make cereals, and so that's a step forward. So they're trying to buy these companies that put healthier ingredients into our food. So why are they doing it so slow? Because we're not making them do it. Switching is going to cost them a lot of money. We have to empower ourselves. We have to make a change. This is our money. This is our food, which we're putting in our body and into our children's body. And we want it to benefit us. We want it to help us. We don't want it to harm us and kill us. I don't think we want to be 50, 60 years old and have pains in our bodies, as most cases, actually even 40 years old. You want to be, subhanAllah, like back in the days, the Sahaba, they used to not have pains in their body. There are people that live till 60, 70, 80. They don't have one pain in their body. They don't take one lick of medicine, nothing. And it has to do with what they consume, what they put into their body. Some accomplishments. So this is the food babe. Her name is Vani Hari. She has been fighting and fighting and fighting for several years now with these companies. She's a food investigator, so that she's been campaigning so that they can make changes. So far, Kraft has removed artificial colors from some, but not all varieties of his macaroni and cheese. And it took her 2 years alone just to do that. So it takes time, but the more of us that we do this, we campaign for this, the quicker it'll happen. General Mills has removed dyes from Trix and Yoplait. We probably buy a lot of that for our children. So that's one step, but they still have plenty of other chemicals to go. Chick-fil-A removed yellow number 5 from its chicken soup. And Frito-Lay has removed Lay's seasoned and kettle-cooked chips, Sun Chips, and Tostitos. Also, Pamperidge Farms, a lot of people buy probably those baked crackers for the kids, thinking it's so good and it's so healthy, and but they had artificial dyes in it, which actually made our kids more hyper, less focused, that they eat at school. So why not eat real colorful food that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created? Look at those colors. No artificial company can match that. No man can make something like this. Here we have some alternatives, which I would not say are the healthiest things, but if your children have to have some candy once in a while, why not? Go to Whole Foods. It's $4.99. You don't have to give them a lot. Just give them a couple as a reward, but at least you know you're not giving them chemicals. You can also color your food, and I found out, alhamdulillah, that the rice that we're going to be eating tonight, they color it. It's a beautiful yellow color with natural turmeric powder. Call them today, and it's all good. We can eat it. It's very nice and delicious. And we can color a lot of our foods with cacao, espresso. There's just so many things out there. Beets, raspberries, pumpkin, carrots. Instead of these awful food colorings. That will conclude my presentation. It's very short today. I just wanted to see if there was benefit coming out of my presentations, inshallah. And as a community, we can work together to make everyone healthy and aware, for us, for the ummah, for the children. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
So before we ask Dr. Amjad to join us, we have Sister Annie. She's the Director of Outreach Program at ICBR. And she will talk a few minutes to speak about a big event that she is organizing at the end of this month. I'll give her the floor so she can discuss this. Probably if you use that, it's stronger.
Can we play the video or put it up to the Hunger Now video? Stop Hunger Now. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And so just pause and then put the music or no music. No music. Okay. Assalamualaikum, everyone. Assalamualaikum. We, on March 30th, ICBR, with all of our South Florida organizations, are going to be doing an amazing event here. We are going to be packaging food with Stop Hunger Now. They are an organization that helps and comes in, has rice and beans and vitamins, and we make these packages and we ship them overseas. They're a wonderful organization. It's non-perishable food. So the goal is for us to do 10,000 packets together. We really need the community to come out and support us, and it's a great way to show unity. We have a lot of people also coming from the non-Muslim community to show their support of how much they're with us, especially during the time. But one thing about ICBR is that we're such a wonderful community, and it's important for us to all go out to our friends, our neighbors, and everybody that we know to show what a great masjid that we are. So I encourage everybody to go talk to their neighbor, talk to all of your friends, and tell them to come out on March 30th to help us. There will be games for the kids. We have a bounce house, we have ice cream, we will have food there, and we have face painting as well. Our GSA students will be participating in it, and we really do hope you guys come out. Oh, and then we're going to show you just a minute of a video that we last time our GSA students, the event they did with ICNA, and you can see they had such a great job, or they had such a great time.
Excited to be here. We've got a lot of our church members out here. It's so important for us to work together, to come together as a community, to show love and working together in the midst of everything that's going on in our world. This is a beautiful example of love coming together in our community of Boca.
It is so amazing to see so many youth and people of all ages, people of all faiths come together for a common purpose.
It is a good and wonderful thing when we feed people. We give them the sustenance of daily life. It is a gift that we can give to others, and we're proud to be a part of that with our parish family.
These are great causes that we want our students and our children to be a part of. We want to help give back to the community.
So also, I would want to take this opportunity to let you guys know that our outreach program is growing a lot. We have Family Promise. We have, we work very, very closely with Emerge and CARE, with ICNA Relief, with Islamic Relief. We need your help to come out and volunteer. A lot of times, we are just overwhelmed with so many events and invitations to different things, but they want to see your faces. And unfortunately, we don't have a lot of volunteers. And if you guys were to come out there and to help us, we could spread all of the wonderful things that we do here at ICBR, and we need to be a stronger community and show who we are and what we do. So I would encourage you guys to go to our website to sign up and volunteer. We have a weekly newsletter that goes out where you can see all of the different events we're doing. We have a Facebook page, which is just simply Islamic Center of Boca Raton Outreach, which always has a calendar of every single event that's going on. So please volunteer. Find me, Sister Bibiana, and we can always tell you about all of our programs. Thank you.
Jazakumullah khair, Sister Annie. So Sister Annie and Sister Bibiana are staff members of ICBR. They work diligently on this outreach program under the leadership of Dr. Basim al-Halabi. Among other things they do is they're trying to strengthen our community in different programs, both outreach, but also internally as well. So just to give you an idea, this program is not small. We have as an organization handle 10,000 package. That's a lot of manpower. So I believe the minimum volunteer is we need 200 volunteers. So don't think that's it's a small project. So we need 200 volunteers. That's a lot more than the people in this room. So not only you have to come if in this room, but you have to bring 2 or 3 people with you in order to do this project. So let's see how it goes. But I'm sure it will be a lot of fun. It will be some ice cream and some good food. So your volunteers, we treat our volunteers very well. So you'll get a very nice lunch or snack, or it's actually a real food, along with some ice cream that you may purchase. The next guest, so our triple header, is Brother Amjad Zaki. Well, you need it. MashaAllah, Dr. Zaki has a long resume. I will just give you a summary of it. But once for all, we all know Brother Amjad. He's been with us for many, many years, and very part of our community over the years. But in a synopsis, a very short summary, Brother Amjad is from Egypt. He came to the U.S. in 2002, I believe. No. Anyway, he went he got his master's and PhD from NYU in New York. he moved to Boca in 2002 and started working in the investment and real estate. He received his real estate sales license in 2004, received his broker license in 2005, and he owns his real estate brokerage since 2006. Now he owns a Remax franchise office since 2011. He is a certified licensed real estate instructor in Florida. He is a faculty member and a teaching instructor at the Florida Association of Realtors. He's on the board of the director of the Florida Association of Realtors, and he is a proud father of 2 beautiful children. So please help me welcome Dr. Amjad Zaki.
Thank you. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. Okay. Whatever. Okay. That helps here. Assalamu alaikum. I'm very excited to be here talking to you.